just heard from Bobby. Did you quit your job?
Yeah, I've given it everything these past few years, and I'm burnt out.
Really?
Yep, I handed in my notice. As of next month, I'll be unemployed. Until then, I'll be using up all my remaining PTO.
It's just so sudden. But it's not too late to change your mind. You could tell HR you reconsidered. I know you've been busy, and of course you sometimes feel worn out, but it's not a reason to quit. It's such a waste. What about the name you've made for yourself and the promotions? And I bet you've worked your way up to a great pay grade, too.
I've thought long and hard about it, but if I work anymore, I'm going to have some serious health problems. Then it will have all been for nothing. So, after a long consideration, I finally made the decision to quit.
But what are you going to do once you've quit? Have you got another job lined up?
No, I haven't given much thought past this month. I'm just going to take it easy for a while.
So, you'll be unemployed? You're just going to lie around the house like a big old lazybones?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's enough of the big old and lazy bones, though.
So, Zoe, while you're taking a break from work, what happens to the $2,000 we need to make ends meet each month?
What do you mean?
We promised to put $2,000 each into paying all the bills every month, remember? What happens to that?
Bobby said not to worry about it for a while. I've been paying more than my fair share. We've always relied on you to do all the housework, but from now on, I'll help out more. It must be hard for you, doing everything and taking care of the baby.
I don't need any help. The best thing you can do to help is get out there and find another job. I don't care if Bobby let you off the hook for your contribution to the house because I sure as hell didn't agree to it. We're letting you stay here with us, so you'd better keep up your end of the deal.
What do you mean you're letting me stay here? It's my house too, you know. I grew up here.
But your parents gave it to Bobby, didn't they? In other words, it belongs to your brother and his wife. Me.
When our parents died, I took a large chunk of the inheritance and put myself through college. By doing that, I was able to get the right qualifications to get a job and support us. In return, I agreed to give the ownership of the house over to Bobby.
Yes, I heard that's what happened. But that is really beside the point. What happened in the past doesn't really matter. Now, I know this place is the home you grew up in, but it doesn't change the fact that it now belongs to me and Bobby. You're just like a freeloading roommate.
No, Bobby's already told me the place may be in his name, but this is our home.
Whatever. If you want to keep living here, you need to pay up. If you can't pay your share, then we don't want you here. So if you think you can just live here forever and sponge off us, you better think again. You have to pay your fair share.
Bobby, how about I pay $500 towards bills every month? Going from $2,000 to $0 overnight will be tough on you guys, right? What's this all of a sudden? Come on, you know me. I wouldn't dream of asking you for money while you're out of work. You've always paid above and beyond what was needed. I told you not to worry about it. I don't think Hannah sees it that way. Looking back, maybe I did take you guys for granted a bit. After all, it's your house. If I'm going to stay here, I need to contribute. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't worry about it, please. It's fine. If Hannah doesn't like it, well, too bad. She's going to have to get used to the idea that this is our house. We grew up here. I'll find a way to convince her, so don't worry about it. You just try and relax and recuperate. You've been working so hard these past few years. I'd really rather not be the source of any arguments between you guys. Please, don't worry about it. You've taken on the role of big sister and parent. If it wasn't for you working so hard, we'd probably be living on the streets. Now, let me take care of you for once. You don't owe us anything. Okay. Thanks, Bobby. I'll take your word for it. It's okay for you to rely on me too sometimes. I may not be earning the big bucks like you were, but I'm doing all right, you know. I reckon I can take care of all of us for a while.
I really can't take it anymore. If you aren't going to work, you'll have to find somewhere else to live. I can't stand seeing you lie around the house and watch TV. Or like today, sleep till lunchtime, then go out to meet friends. You've got to stop being such a layabout or get out. Find somewhere else to go. I've talked to Bobby about it, and he agrees. If you can't front up $2,000 a month like before, you'll have to leave.
Hang on a moment. Did Bobby really agree to that?
Yes, we had a good long talk about it and he finally came around. We both agree you'll have to go.
That's very different than what he said to me.
Well, let's just say he's had a change of heart then. We can't continue to support you. We don't have the means to house a total freeloader. So pack your things and get out.
Hang on, Hannah. I can't just leave on a moment's notice.
It's a joint decision, Zoe. I've got Bobby's backing on this. Off you go! If you're just going to sponge off us, I'll call the police and tell them we have an unlawful squatter.
You'd call the cops on me? Wow.
Yes, that's how serious I am. You got it? Now get out!
Hang on. I nearly worked myself to death and now I'm taking a break. You understand I intend to work again when I've recovered, right? You won't even allow me to take a year off to get better?
How do I know what you're planning? A year? How can you be so sure? It might be forever now that you've gotten used to lying around our house. I'm on to you. I know exactly what you're up to.
What?
Once you've gotten bored with lying around the house, you'll probably be off gambling, getting into trouble. Pretty soon, you'll be up to your ears in debt.
That's not going to happen, is it? I don't even like gambling.
You soon will when you have nothing else to do. You've worked since high school to support Bobby, so you didn't really have much of a youth. I can see you becoming addicted to gambling once you get a taste for it.
Wow, Hannah. Where is this even coming from? I've never even talked about gambling.
You didn't need to. I can tell just by looking at you. You'll be hooked straight away. Hooked on gambling and unemployed. You'll be in trouble in the blink of an eye. How am I supposed to raise a child with that sort of person in the house? No job, no money, and a total lost cause. A basket case. Please just leave.
A total lost cause? A basket case? That's taking it way too far. It's true I don't have a job at the moment, but that can't be helped.
Sure it can be helped. You quit your job on your own volition, didn't you? Without even lining up another one. You used to work for a huge company, but now that you've quit, you'll never get another job like that. Who wants to hire a quitter like you? Just a washed-up old unemployed woman.
I've given you $2,000 a month for years. Suddenly that stops and you turn on me? I didn't think you were such a horrible person.
And I didn't think you were so irresponsible. If you intend on staying here, you'll need to keep coughing up $2,000. If that's impossible, then you know exactly where the door is.
You're the one who can get out.
What are you talking about?
How dare you try to throw my sister out of her own house? You gave her some made-up garbage about how it was a joint decision. Liar! You seriously think I'd agree to kick out my own sister?
Hang on a minute. Is this you, Bobby?
Yeah, I was out for lunch and bumped into Zoe, so we decided to sit down together. I couldn't just sit by silently and let you talk to her like that.
Oh, I'm sure it's not what it looked like.
Oh, really? Why don't you start at the beginning and tell me what's been going on then? Because it looks to me like you lied to my sister about me agreeing to kick her out of the house. Am I missing something? What else have you been saying to her behind my back?
Well, it's just that.
As the owner of the house, I said my sister could live in my house and she doesn't have to pay a cent. You know where the door is as well, and if you don't want to play by my rules, then you can use it.
Did you just threaten me? Bobby, look at what you're saying. I'm your wife and the mother of our child. I'm only doing what's best for us and the baby.
It's you that's caused all of this. Zoe has been supporting us for years.
No, it's us supporting her. It's your house, right? We've been letting her live here with us. Giving us a couple of $1,000s a month is the bare minimum.
It's a hell of a lot more than the minimum, and you know it.
Be that as it may, I've been allowing her to live here, so it goes without saying she should pay us.
You've been allowing her, have you? Well, I guess I'm in the position to allow you to live in my house or not, aren't I?
What do you mean?
It's only my name on the deed. It's not our house. It's mine. Did you think you could just do what you want in my house?
But Bobby, I'm your wife. So isn't it our house?
I've had a good long talk to Zoe about all kinds of things. She told me what you've been getting up to when I'm not around. You've been live streaming from a webcam right out of our house, haven't you? You've been bad-mouthing Zoe and I while dressing up in all kinds of outrageous costumes and showing way too much skin for someone with a child at home.
It's not like that. Sure, I dress up sometimes, but what's the harm?
I've seen the videos, Hannah.
Oh, really?
They're being broadcast to the whole world. Anyone who wants to can see them.
Okay, well, there are a lot of videos. Maybe you just caught a bad one or something. It's like my diary, honey. Sometimes I have to vent. If people enjoy them and want to send me some tips, what's the big deal? It's just a harmless way of making a little extra money on the side. If I show a little skin, the number of followers increases. The more followers, the more money I can make. I'm trying to make a contribution to the finances of the household.
Oh, is that right? You're just contributing to the household, are you? What contribution? I've never noticed you contribute anything. In fact, you've gone and put a target on this house.
Target? What are you talking about?
Zoe was messing around on the computer and she found your live streaming website. She was worried about it and did a little digging. It didn't take long before she found out that our address has been posted in the video comments. It's all over the internet.
Oh, no way!
Do you think we can continue living here with that hanging over us? You've got to be kidding! And it's our home. We grew up here. It's no place to raise a kid. We've got to get the hell out. Hannah, you need to accept responsibility and agree to divorce immediately.
Divorce? That's going way too far. I haven't done anything close to deserving of a divorce.
If you think I'm going to stay married to some woman who exposes herself on the internet for money, you've got another thing coming.
It was to make up the money we needed to keep the house running. Are you really going to demand a divorce for something as trivial as a little side job?
It's not just for that. You tried to kick my sister out. You went about flaunting yourself to God knows who while the baby was crying in the background. They're all grounds for divorce. It's horrifying to think what might have happened if my sister hadn't been here to discover all this. Pack your bags and be gone by the end of the day. I'll pick up the divorce papers from City Hall on the way home.
Zoe, what should I do? Bobby's furious. He won't answer my calls or messages. I think he might be serious.
Not might be serious. He is serious. He went straight to City Hall after work.
Why didn't you stop him? As his sister, you've got to stop him from doing something crazy.
As his sister, I'm going to let him do whatever he pleases. He can do what he wants. Marry, divorce, it's entirely up to him.
How can you be so cold? You're not working. I'm not working. We've got to stick together. You've got to help a sister out.
Give it a rest, will you? Don't lump me in with scum like you.
Excuse me? Scum?
I still haven't told Bobby about how much debt you're in. You should appreciate that. Bobby doesn't know anything about that yet. And that computer you're using? It's not the sort of thing a mere housewife could afford.
Oh, that? It was a gift. My friend knows all about computers and asked me to take it off his hands.
There's no point making up more lies. While I was lying around the house unemployed, I had a look through your things, and you know what I found? So many bank loan statements. Easily over 10 grand. And there were even some gambling chits. What were you saying about me being an unemployed loser? Basket case and lost cause, wasn't it? You're no different. I'm going to have to be really careful not to end up like you, aren't I? But maybe that's unfair. You're not unemployed. You're a full-time housewife. / cam girl.
I can't believe you went through my computer! Talk about an invasion of privacy!
What? You asked me to help you with the computer because it had a virus. Remember?
That doesn't give you free rein to just do whatever you want on there. Anyway, how did you find out? I thought I hid all the bank statements.
Not very well. I honestly was not trying to look through your private documents at all. They were just there.
Okay, whatever. I admit I owe a little money for the computer, but the webcam was just a passing fancy. I'll get a regular job, I promise. I'll pay the loans back. Just please don't tell Bobby.
Okay, but in return you'll agree to sign the divorce papers, okay? He's been really busy lately, and I don't want to stress him out with this trivial rubbish.
I can't do it. I won't tell him about the loans, but I can't bear to get a divorce.
You don't have the luxury of making that decision.
Oh, come on, Zoe. The gambling and webcam were just little hobbies. I'm done with both for good. I'll get a real job. And I'm sorry for trying to kick you out, so please don't let him go through with divorce. I'm begging you.
Why do I get the feeling that you'll just act as if nothing happened in a few days? Then you'll probably string us along by saying you're looking for work without actually finding anything. I can see right through you.
It's not like that at all. I really regret what I've done. I've learned from my mistakes. I promise I'll be on the straight and narrow from now on.
No one is going to believe you, Hannah. Just sign the papers. I'm going to do you a favor and stay away tonight. You need to have a serious talk with Bobby about what happens next. Good luck! When I got home the next day, Bobby told me he'd been to City Hall first thing that morning and handed in the divorce papers. He also put the house up for sale. After a long talk with Hannah, she confessed to using all the money I had been paying each month for dates with webcam fans and other things she had hidden from my brother. She signed the divorce papers right away without much protest. What could she say anyway? Her lies and deceit had been completely exposed. She was out of the house that very day, leaving their baby with Bobby. Pretty soon after that, the three of us moved into a new place. I posted an anonymous message in the chat of Hannah's webcam site saying her husband's found out and divorced her. Hannah found the message and demanded to know how I knew. I don't think she ever figured out it was me. Pretty soon it was all over the internet. One site in particular featured a page on her titled, "Look how this parasite of a girl's life spun out of control after her husband found out what she was up to and divorced her." It was a hilarious summary of her antics. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye.